I hate to break it to you guys, there is no hot tea and sweet treat tonight. Instead, we are doing chicken strips with barbecue sauce and water because I'm starving, but sometimes I hate eating. Okay, I don't hate eating, I hate food. I get in these phases where like nothing sounds appealing to me. And then also energy-wise of either getting or making food sounds horrible. And then I get so hungry and I'm like, I have to eat. So I do the most convenient that I feel is like somewhat nutritious. So I'm like, okay, chicken strips, at least I'm going to get protein out of it. And it's super easy. I just throw them in the oven and wait. So we're doing chicken strips tonight. Welcome back to the web. I'm Nick Webb, and we just sit and chat about the things in my brain. I didn't post last week because I had the most horrible week ever. The most horrible. I don't even know if anything inherently went wrong. It just was a lot mentally. I almost wasn't going to post this week because I've been like really consumed with writing my hopefully debut novel, and I've been having so much fun with that, and I was like, I don't even want to make a video, I just want to keep writing. I said no. I have to show up for my people. So here I am. Chicken strips, water, and all. I've really been trying to be back up on my posting game, like especially on TikTok. And because of that, I've been contemplating a lot. And like, when am I not contemplating things, which is the whole point of why I make videos on YouTube? Because I contemplate things and I feel like I should share it with the world. Nobody asked. As I've been back to taking social media a little bit, like, or trying to take it more serious, I'm really just contemplating my strategy, as one does with social media, especially because social media strategy is like my day-to-day job. But when it comes to building like a personal brand, because my whole point on posting on social media, one, I love it. Two, the end goal is to build a platform where I connect with people who will one day buy the books I write. That's kind of why I'm doing this now. So when I have a book to sell, I already have the audience for it. You know what I mean? I want to connect with my future readers now. Because I think it's so cool. Like, I think about my favorite author. Like, I have quite a few, but one that, like, just most pivotal through my life, as many of us, John Green. And I love that I could connect with him on YouTube and connect through his books. I know not every author is that way, but I want to be that way. All is to say, I have had a TikTok account get 26,000 followers in the span of maybe a year and a half. And there's a whole backstory to how that happened, but I gave up that account. And on my new TikTok, I explained why. But the long story short is my strategy with my first account was try to be an overnight success, have a viral video, and let that be your claim to fame. And so I kept getting viral videos. I know how to make a viral video. I kept getting viral videos, but I was not building a community. I was not building an audience. And everything just fell flat. And I also was not satisfied with the platform I was building because it was so kind of low-hanging fruit. I just know how to get, whatever. I never did rage bait. I cannot stand rage bait. I mean, that's the point of rage bait, but I cannot stand rage bait. But I gave it all up, and I have 4,000 followers on my new TikTok account. And even this YouTube channel, I have 600 subscribers, which is insanity. But a lot of them came from a viral YouTube video I had where I melted off my hair. And then Brad Mondo reacted to that video, which got me more subscribers. And it's like, yep, that's me. But also my whole platform isn't, I just continue to melt off my hair. And that's the thing is like viral videos are so fun. Going viral is so fun. But I want to build community. I want to connect with my people. You know what I mean? 4,000 followers on my new TikTok account. And I feel way more satisfied with that than I did with my 26,000 on my other account. Yeah, I was getting paid from the Creative Fund. Yeah, I was getting paid brand deals. But everything felt so fake and not real, and that I could lose it at any moment because people were going to find out it's not real, that I have no real audience. This time I have the 4,000 followers, and I'm just like, I have a real audience. And so all this to say, to lead into my strategy, and probably the biggest life lesson in what I'm currently acting out in my life. The one way to succeed in life, specifically social media, be yourself, because people can smell bullshit from a mile away. There are certain creators I watch, and you know, some people love those types of creators. You just can't connect in a way that I think I want to connect to my audience. You know, everybody is different in the platform and the brand that they want to build. I want to build something based on connection and community. Some people are fine with just simply fans and being entertainment, and that's fine, but I want something deeper than that. And I realized with my first TikTok account versus my other current account is I kept trying to mold myself to be something that would just build a following, and it always fell flat. And my most successful videos happen when I'm just being myself. When it's just a quick idea, quick post, there it goes. When I'm not really caring or thinking or whatever. Because I think humanity is attracted to genuine, to realness. Think of the most beloved, let's talk about our queen Trisha Paytas, in honor of this little mukbang I didn't mean to be doing. Her platform, you can't even explain who she is and why she's inherently famous. She's a YouTuber, content creator. She's got a lot of lore that has built her platform. But to the core, Trisha Paytas has just always been Trisha Paytas. And through her highs and lows and just being herself at whatever phase in life that was, she was on Broadway. Are you kidding me? She was one of the first YouTubers I ever watched when YouTube was becoming a thing. I'm a longtime Trisha Paytas viewer. Listen, we're about to get really deep into this conversation, so let me finish my chicken so I'm not chewing through the profound things I'm going to say, and we'll get into it. The deep urge and desire to have a sweet treat now. I must refrain because I have no sweet treats in my house. I have eaten them all. I don't need them. Anywho, back to what I was saying. People can smell bullshit from a mile away. I think we're also just in this society that's now craving the realness, especially in the world of influencers. Now, do not get me wrong. I love the world of influencers because it is a female-dominated industry that has given opportunities for so many people that, it's built things for people that stay-at-home moms or people in college or things like that. And yes, there are some influencers that were already rich and they're just getting richer. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to hate on the women getting their bag. Good for them. Women run this shit, and I'm not going to hate on that. In the world of influencers, there has been this highlight reel. I can edit this video. I can edit out my my stutters, something I didn't like that I said on camera. I can show you my best. And that is what you will perceive me as, is whatever I deliver to you on a silver platter. And I think because of that, and as time has gone on and things have happened, how many influencers are getting canceled left and right, and people are like, I didn't know they would be like this. Of course you would have never known they were like that, because they never showed you that, because they didn't want you to know that, or this or that or the other. And so I think people are craving more and more and more. And that's also why TikTok blew up the way it was, because it was more vulnerable. It was less polished. It was, especially when TikTok first came out, it was 6-second videos. Then they did a big update, 15-second videos. That's how long I've been on the app. 15-second videos. No, you could only record in the app. There was no technical editing in the app at first. It was record. It was so simple. And so you got the realness and the rawness of people. And now it's evolved and become a little bit more polished as well. But videos that tend to just still perform the best are the ones where people are just being themselves. And I think just as a society, we're craving the realness, the rawness, just humans in general. We are in a screen society, online, social media, and I love social media. Do not get me wrong. I love social media. I think it is a powerful, beautiful tool. But just like anything in life, there must be balance. Too much of a good thing is always a bad thing. And though I love a good little photo shoot, picking out my filter and editing it and posting it with a perfect little caption, that is not who I am. I'm not photoshopping, I'm not face tuning, because I still have to live with me. I still have to look in the mirror. I still have to go to sleep and know what parts of my video did I edit out. I have to live with me. And so I will show up as my authentic self. Do I pop a little hip out so that, my curves look a little good in certain pictures? Yes, but at the end of the day, I'm going to be as real as I can be, because social media is a beautiful tool, but I will not let it be a false reality. And I've been really learning with more videos and TikToks and things like that, that even that in itself, the voice, everybody talks about the influencer voice and things like that. I just want to be me. And I think being 28, and I've been on this journey the last couple years of being myself. My young 20s, let's go back further, as a child, I was fully myself. I'm very grateful. I grew up in a family that really ushered in and allowed me to be myself. Yes, there were jokes that I had to have the attention on me, or that, I'm definitely the middle child or whatever, but thankfully my family made space for it. And so growing up, I never questioned who I was or anything like that. And then I moved around to a lot of different schools, and I think that is what I became very, I perceived my existence. I finally was like, oh, I'm somebody new in a school with all these new people who now have to make a judgment on me. Who should I be, type of thing. And so I think moving schools a lot really allowed me to understand and begin to form in a way that made me friends. Because growing up, having friends is kind of survival. And especially moving different schools, I needed friends to situate myself. I needed friends to survive in the wildness of elementary, middle school. And 7th grade, I remember, again, junior high, but my first day of 7th grade was the first day of a new school in a new city. How horrible. How horrible. 7th grade, 8th grade, worst years of my life. Where I begged my mom in 8th grade to send me to a different school. Begged, pleaded. She didn't. I survived, though. I didn't think I would, but I did. But it was really kind of, I would say 4th grade and up, because I remember being at a new school in the middle of the school year in 4th grade. 4th grade and up, it progressively got worse of being aware and beginning to form myself and mold myself and keep parts of me quiet and or make this personality a little louder in order to draw in who or what I wanted to draw in. And it wasn't until I was probably 20, turning 21, where I really shed all of who I was and put on a mask, and not even a mask, a whole new skin suit. That's gross. And I think your early 20s is almost more pivotal and harsh than objectively, because some people just have horrible younger years. But if you're going based on kind of a cookie cutter platform, I think your young 20s, because now you're in the world as you. You go through school and you're still just a kid, but then you get thrown into the world, into adulthood. You're going through school, it's just your peers. You're just trying to make friends with the people in the same class and things like that. Now you're in the adult world. You have bosses to impress, managers, coworkers, try to make new friends, survive in the city. You have young, old, you like it is the whole world you are now in front of. And it was around 21 that I just somebody would make a comment as simple as Taylor Swift sucks. Okay, I don't like Taylor Swift anymore. And I mean that's me. Like that is my own doing. Nobody forced me to change myself, but there was this pressure of I should, and especially with dating and things like that. And you're still young, you're figuring yourself out. All this to say, I lost myself. And at 28, I've been on this intense journey to refine myself. And I feel like so many people go through that. And I'm pulling parts of me from when I was young of like, I loved to just dress crazy. I'm going to do that in my adulthood now. Or I do like Taylor Swift. I'm going to listen to Taylor Swift. Or just pulling different parts that I hid away for so long, and I'm allowing myself to finally be that again. And especially in social media where anybody will critique anything. Somebody will find something on a singular video to make a horrible comment on. And you will never realize that somebody would make fun of you for how you have the paper towels in your house. Who cares? And so even in the fisheye of social media, it makes that journey a little bit harder, and you really have to dig your heels into the ground and say, no, I'm going to be me. And I think we're taking a shift into a beautiful way of people do want that. You know, people want your personality and who you truly are, and you cannot fake it. You cannot, that's, I think, the beauty of being yourself is it's you. And this all probably sounds really like cheesy and whatever. And yeah, you might be cringe to some people. That's the other thing too, is I'm learning I don't want everybody to like me. I don't care. I could be the most annoying bitch to somebody. And though I may not understand because I'm like, I don't really know what I did, it's just my personality does not mesh with their personality, and they're annoyed by me and they don't want to be my friend. Okay. Because there's also people in my life where I'm just like, that person's just really a lot. It's really a lot. I extend love to everybody, but I don't have to like everybody. Not everybody has to like me, especially as I'm pursuing trying to be a traditionally published author where people will be reading my art, which is an extension of myself, and they will be critiquing it, and they will be rating it, and they will be picking apart, why did she say the line this way, or I don't like how she had the character that way, and this and that. I have to just not care. As much, yes, I have dreams of being best-selling author and things like that. I can still be a best-selling author without my book being loved by every single person in the entire world. You know, I can still reach my goals. I can still experience the vastness of love from friends and people around me without every single person liking me. And I remember at one of my previous jobs, one of my coworkers I thought liked me. Actually, there's been a few times in my life I've had friends that actually hated me. Never knew it. Never. And I was like, well, then why'd you try to be my friend if you hated me? Weird energy. But I remember particularly this coworker, I thought we got along great. I really liked her. You know, we followed each other on social media. We would go get drinks and things like that. And then it got to a point where I started hearing from other coworkers that she could not stand me. And nobody knew why. And I don't even know if she knew why. And I struggled with that. And I had to decide, do I form myself to chase her validation? Which is hard because I don't even know what she had a problem with. I don't know if she knew what I had a problem with. So why would I change all these things when I don't know the thing that she doesn't like? When very simply she could just not like me. And that's enough. And that is enough. But I remember that was kind of my first instance in my life that I finally was like, I don't care. You don't have to be my friend. I'm going to do my job. I'm going to live my life. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. And that's that. I'm going to move on with that. And I'm going to live my happy life. I have people who do like me, and that's enough for me. And that was a very pivotal moment in my life, because now I'm at a point where I'm in a new city and I am trying to make new friends or reconnect with old friends. And it's like, I'm a different person and not everybody's going to like me, and that's okay. And as I pursue this social media world and I post videos, the hardest thing to think is like, oh, people I know are going to see this. I don't care. If people I know see this video and they watch it and they're like, oh yeah, that's who she is, whether they like me or not, then I'm doing my job. If I'm posting and people are like, I've never seen her act like that, but she's getting a lot of views, that's almost more embarrassing. You know what I mean? Be yourself. It is the hardest. The first moment of choosing to fully be yourself is the hardest and biggest step. And then it is this beautiful journey of taking all the puzzle pieces of your past and finding the ones you like the best to create this new picture that is the current version of you. If there is a movie from your childhood that you absolutely love and you have to make it your whole personality, but you didn't for a long time, but now you get the chance to, and that inner child in you is so happy, or you're discovering new things and you're realizing, I love styling myself this way and my makeup this way, but I also still love the music I listened to in middle school. And that's just the beauty of you and making friends and building a community. I think we try to have every single part of us loved and accepted, when I think sometimes friendships are meant to just be compatible parts. I don't think we're always supposed to have everybody love every ounce of us, because then that's no fun. And I'm not saying they're going to hate parts of us, but if you love musical theater and you connect with musical theater friends, but you like to go out and grab drinks and they don't like to, they're your musical theater friends, and that's enough. They love you for the mutual interests that you guys share. And then you have your friends that you go out and get drinks with. And I think that's also why we all search for a best friend that has the most compatibility with us, that we can do the everything with, or you look for that in a romantic partner and things like that. But I think if we shift ourselves, even presenting us on social media, you're not going to put all of you on the internet. What parts of you are you going to show the world, and who do you want to connect with based on those parts? If you love showing your morning routine, who do you want to connect with that loves your morning routines, and why? If you love doing, story times or sharing about your relationship or your dating life, who are you trying to connect with, and why are you showing that part of yourself, and why do you want that part of yourself to connect with the world? If we're talking specifically about social media and building a career on social media, or some type of platform-esque career, music, acting, whatever it may be, when you're trying to connect with people, I think it's more fulfilling to fully be yourself, because the parts that you're putting out and people are receiving, if it's not truly you, you're going to feel so empty, because it's this feeling of they don't even know me. They don't even, if they knew the real me, would they like the real me? And it's more of a mind fuck, if we're honest. But if you are, even if it's one part of you that you are showing the world, and the world is loving and accepting, and you find the people that love and accept, because again, not everybody will, and you're finding that community, that space, whether it's a very intimate friend group or it is a social platform or bigger platform, at least you're giving them something real in you. And this real part of me is loved by real people. Instead of, here's this fake, catered, polished thing that I think you guys will like. Okay, you guys like it, but it's fake. It's not me. Would you guys like me if it was less polished and things like that? I'm probably just blabbing and none of this is making sense. I've kind of blacked out as I've been talking. All this to say, just be yourself. Be yourself truly and fully. That is where I'm at. That's kind of why the tone of my videos have shifted. Not that I was trying to be anything else, but I just was like, you know what? I like to yap and share my deep thoughts. And this is me. I have my little lamp behind my camera in my house that, we're gonna be honest, is kind of messy. Sometimes I'm wearing makeup, sometimes I'm not. I'm eating chicken fingers or a sweet treat, and I'm just talking. I'm just trying to connect. And I'm so much more fulfilled with this than when I was trying very hard to polish a vlog or things like that. And some people, like, they can do the vlogs and that's the part of them that is very genuine or things like that. For me, the vlogs, they're harder. I like to live in the moment instead of like pulling out a camera. There's also some social anxiety with it, but this feels more like me, and I had to discover that, and now I have that. And there's no, I try in this video to not bash any particular way of doing anything, because just because it's not genuine for me doesn't mean it's not genuine for someone else. And there is no right or wrong way to be you, unless you're like murdering people, but that's like different. That's different. But I'm talking about like if you like to do a very edited, intricate vlog style, because that's just the way your brain is creative. That's not a wrong thing to do, because again, if it's genuinely you, you will connect with people. But if you're like exhausting yourself trying to edit a vlog with these editing skills you barely know, and it stresses you out more than anything, everything will fall flat because it's not fully you. You could be really good at it, but is it you? In anything, whether it's social media, whether it's existing in your day-to-day, exist as you, grow, evolve, change, learn, rediscover, like, you know, always kind of evolve as a human, but be you. Who you are today, be that today. Who you are tomorrow, be that tomorrow. And just live authentically, because again, people can smell bullshit from a mile away. I'm gonna go get a sweet treat now, because I'm gonna be honest, the last probably 10 minutes of me rambling, because I have ADHD, so I can think of like 12 thoughts at the same time. If I look a little like dead behind the eyes, it's because I totally zoned out, and I've been thinking of a sweet treat over and over again, thinking what's in my pantry that I can make. I think I'm gonna do a hot chocolate, because now it's getting rainy. I can drink a hot chocolate. I might do a bubble bath. That's also the fun thing, not to like totally jump back into the conversation, but before I could drink like alcohol, I would have hot chocolate as my bubble bath drink, and then I was able to drink alcohol and I would do red wine. But now I get severe stomach acid reflux, so I can't really do red wine as often. Like, I have to eat a very bland diet the whole day and like prep my stomach, then I can have red wine. All this to say, I've been having like hot chocolate in my bath again, and I'm just like, reconnecting with an old part of me just is so fun. That's another part of really authentically living as yourself, is reconnecting with different parts of you and validating their existence and celebrating their existence. It just does something to you. It's so freeing and euphoric. Just be yourself. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video. I really need a sweet treat. I need a sweet treat so bad. So, love you guys. Subscribe, like, share, and have a sweet treat. Okay, bye.